Hey, good morning and aloha. This is Geocache Hunter. We're in Hilo again today, and we're on the bayfront right now, Bayfront Drive. It was closed for a couple of days because of high wind and high surf. When I turn the camera around, you'll be able to see some wet areas on the roadway here on the Bayfront Drive. But we're in Hilo today, and we're going to go down and look at some geocaches on Banyan Drive. And I'll explain a little bit more what Banyan Drive is when we get down there. But let's turn you around so you can see the other visions here. Okay, here we are. We're on Bayfront Drive in Hilo, Hawaii. I don't know if you can see the surf over to the left. You might be able to see some spray coming over the break wall here. Let's see if I can turn the camera over this way a little bit more. But we had 35 to 40 mile an hour winds, and a lot of debris on the coastline here because of the wind and the high waves. If you know anything about that trash collector that was out in the ocean collecting trash, it's actually here in Hilo today. They're repairing it, so I'm going to we're going to move around. Once we get to Bayfront, we're going to see if we can't get a snapshot of that garbage collector that one kid made that was out collecting garbage. Anyway, we'll see if we can click that later on. All right, we're back with you now. We're on Highway 11 and Kalanaani'oli. Boy, say that when you're had a few beers. We're going to turn left here, and we're going to go on Banyan Drive. Now, I'm going to try and go slow enough that you can see the sign here. You can't. All right. Anyway, this is Banyan Drive. Pick up the sign a little bit later on, maybe. And Banyan Drive, back in the 20s and 30s, was a hopping place here in Hilo. They had a tradition of all of the notable celebrities that came to Hilo to spend some time was able to plant trees, banyan trees here, thus Banyan Drive. Well, there's a couple here that I want to show you as soon as we get out of the car here that's pretty interesting. And namely, one of them is a geocache for Amelia Earhart. And this tree was planted by her in 1935, 5 days before she took off for her trip around the world. And there's a few other trees down here. We're going to walk and take a stroll, and then we'll drive around and we'll see the areas also. So I'm going to cut you off again, and then we'll bring you back. Okay, here we are on Banyan Drive, and we're going to go show you some banyan trees. And these banyan trees were planted by the persons that we're going to talk about here. This in June 6, 1935, Amelia Earhart planted this banyan tree here 5 days before she took off to fly around the world from Honolulu, actually. But she did come here to see the Big Island, and as a guest of the territory, they allowed her to plant this tree because of the celebrity here that's a Hawaiian celebrity. And her name is Princess I'm going to have a tough time with this. Kawanana Nanako Koa. Kanakoa. Anyway, she's still alive. She's 90 years old, and she still has. She's the last granddaughter of Kalani and the last kings. Nothing else I'm going to show you here is this tree here. Dr. James West planted in 1938. Actually, James West was the first executive scout, Boy Scout in the Hawaiian Islands. He's the one that brought the Boy Scouts to the island. And in 1938, he was able to plant this tree. Park. And off to the right is Coconut Island, and off to the left is the park, and we will take you on a tour there a little bit later on another video. It's a tour all to itself. But I thought this little drive around the coast here would be interesting to you, along with the Banyan Drive. Okay, well, that's the end of it. So from Hilo, Hawaii, this is the Geocache Hunter, and I'll catch up with you then, and I'll catch up with you whenever. Okay, for everybody's information, I just want to show you this this item out in the ocean, out here in the bay, the Hilo Bay, where the tugboat is. That long black thing right there is that trash eating thing that broke, and they brought it into Hilo to repair it. And that's as close as I can get to it right now. But anyway, that's it. If anybody wanted to know, here it is. It's the trash barrier for the trash collector.